So my group's topic was does couples relationship and the quality of the relationship depend on what social media platform they are using? There are so many different apps and social medias, and they all have different goals. And so the question is if they use one of them over another, or if one is like their top time spending, is that going to affect how their relationship pans out? Instagram, in this article, they found that couples that post each other more have more of a positive relationship, and those that interact with each other have a more positive relationship. And if you can't find a couple on each other's social media, then they probably have problems within their relationship. In this media article, they found that social media obviously has positive and negatives, and it's just depending on how couples use their social media. A positive is keeping each other connected, whether they're in long distance or just like when they're out and about with their normal day. But a negative is creating unrealistic expectations for the relationship and setting a high standard that is not going to be met because they're comparing themselves and their relationship to others that they see online. In this article, they go to talk about how social media is super addicting, so that can cause you to not spend quality time with your partner. And you can become distracted, which makes your partner irritated with you, that you would rather spend your time on social media than paying attention to them. A positive that they found in this is showing public displays of affection from one another, posting each other on their Instagram or their Facebook or whatever platform they choose. In this study, they used Facebook and to see if the time spent on Facebook would correlate the time that they had in their relationship. They used 30-year-old men and women to see and measure their time spent on Facebook compared to their length of their relationship. The findings was that there was no correlation, and just because you spend more time on Facebook doesn't mean your relationship will be shorter or less satisfying. But they are nervous about those results because they did the same study with younger adults, younger than 30, and they found that the results were strong enough to prove that the longer you spend on Facebook, the shorter your time in your relationship will be and less satisfying it is. In this journal article, they did a test on couples that can communicate through social media and how that affects their time with their partner and like their communication skills. And what they found is the more younger generations did better about connecting through technology, where the older generations did not. In this study, they did a test from 18-year-olds to 73-year-olds to see a generational gap, and they found that the younger generations have more social media apps, which leads to stronger addiction in their social media platform, which equals less quality time with their partner, where the older generations and older people do have less social media, which means they have less of an addiction and spend more quality time with their partner, which leads to more satisfying relationships. What was found through these articles is that the negative impacts could be leading to less quality time or posting controversial things that will affect your and your partner's relationship. The positives is that you can post your partner, which gives them like words of affirmation, which is also a love language, and staying connected when you guys are apart. all in all, we found that there is no difference in what particular social media you are using. All of the social medias have different goals and different intentions, but none of them specifically lead to more damage in a relationship.